Angel Nieves is a former NYPD detective and says...
The late photographer, journalist Ardina Seward. Nice to see you, Ardina.
Thanks for having me, Dan. And there you have it, folks. Welcome to another episode of Your Pet Detective. And tonight, this is almost like a personal show for me because we have a guest who I have been following. I forgot to introduce Angel. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. This is Angel Nieves, the other half of the show, who's a retired NYPD detective, and I'm a co-host. And as I was about to say tonight, it's a personal thing for me, because we have a guest who I have been monitoring on Facebook in a forum called Next Door. And he posts, I would say, at least 2 or 3 times a week. And it's almost a kind of diary of cat rescues. And I've been fascinated with his devotion, his just selflessness to taking care of neighborhood cats. He's in Yonkers, New York, and he's the real deal. He asks nothing, but he gives a lot. Angel, let's go to the videotape to be able to describe him more. Well, there you have it, folks. Now, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. So that video was probably worth, I failed math, so I don't know how many words, but a lot of words. Let me put it that way. We have Francisco Trinidad on. Francisco, how did you get started with rescuing cats?
Well, it was I got an accident at work, and that day I was told that it was going to be off more time than I was expected. So was kind of upset, sad at a point, and so I walk out to my yard, and I see my project car. I try to motivate myself, and man, project car. Then Gordon came. This cat came. I saw him going through the garbage looking for some food. So I turned around and I something snapped in my head. So I went to the store. He was hold on, tried to talk to him. He ran away. He come hidden. So I went to the store, got some cans of food, opened the can of food. He went there, smelled it, and went away. I was like, oh, come on, you made me waste some money. And but he came back right away, like maybe 10, 15 minutes with a different cat. Same, smelled the food, and the other guy came and started eating from it. So like, you were not asking for yourself, because he was kind of fat. That's why we call him Gordon. Gordon in Spanish, kind of related. And like that every time. A couple hours, and like that every day, 2 or 3 times a day, even at night times. He came, he learned to activate the backdoor camera, and he put his face there, so he knew I was gonna go there because I can't sleep because of the pain that I have. And so went there, and that's why you have so many pictures or videos of them feeding them at nighttime, because at a point we decide to go around on the lots looking for them, because some cats we notice they can injure or attacked by either humans or raccoons. So we start we got to do something, me and my wife. We got to do something. Even though we're allergic, so allergic, my wife worse than myself. but we felt that we have to do something for them because we see so much pain and suffering on them still, because we still have maybe 2 or 3 cats coming from far away, because this colony is under control now. Everyone has been neutered, everyone. And the neighbors came. It's a lot of work. The yards of my neighbors, we all have set up now winter shelters. The winter shelter that you saw there, that was for them to come and spend the night. So we had heaters there. A lot of donations for a lot of people from next door came and helped. They donated me winter shelters, some rat towels, racks, whatever. We welcome it, food for them to feed it, because a lot of cats came injured or needed medical. Either I remember some of them come with the broken teeth, so that's dental. So and I end up selling my car. That project car ended up being sold to help them. Some I used to love bracelets and stuff, because it's never enough. It's never enough. That's why we keep on asking. But thanks God sent me like 3 angels, Lady Michelle, Lady Susan, that's how we call them, and Lady Lisa. They all come. They're like constantly calling me, how we doing, what are we doing. The name Gordon's Friends is mostly because of them. These 3 ladies, they're constantly asking and sending some food or coming and how we doing, cages, helping, taking them to get the neuter, or myself getting appointments. It's a lot of work. My neighbors next door here are on the jars. They clean their jars. We set up the winter shelters. They look after them, because the worst enemy for these cats on this colony is humans. Is humans. They're the ones that hurt them the most. We noticed a lot of cats that seem that they were house cats. And I see that some people, like, because I saw that I have spot 2 3 houses from around here, they grab the kitties, and once they get bored, they just throw them back on the street. That's the worst they can do to a cat, because they don't know, they're not feral, they don't know how to look for food, and like that. So we gotta be very careful when we notice a pregnant cat going around, a female, try to catch it before, because if these people grabs them, they're gonna switch it. They're gonna throw the cat that they have indoors and replace it by a new one. Raccoons attacking the kitties when they get thrown away. So it's a lot. It's a lot. We have the desperation that make me pause on Nextdoor was this little kitty that it was weeks that Gordon got. He got hurt over here, protect her, and he's still on the yard. But I knew so little back then that I should have put her inside. I tried, but she started scratch and she fight, so I let her out. I left her alone. And but that night, after the third night, she got attacked by a raccoon. When I walk out, the raccoon had her by the head, and she was trying to eat her, and he didn't let her go. I started hitting him with my cane on the back. I could do nothing. It was until Gordon showed up and started fighting with him that he released her.
Well,
That was the only way we got her, the raccoon, to release the little bit, but she was until ran away. My wife came like 2 3 days later. We were looking for her. We didn't find her. So my wife, when she was coming back home, she ended up leaving her car keys on, door open, because she saw her, and she get off the car and took her running after her and got her. With that, she lost an eye, but she had the eye pushed back into the socket.
yeah, I remember
So out of this,
I followed you a lot on Nextdoor, and I think the first time that I saw a post was when you were selling your car
yeah,
in order to get money for the cats. And
yeah, it was for
I
her.
read it 3 times. I must confess, I read it 3 times. I thought this is going to be some kind of scam. Who the heck is going to sell their car to be able to get money to feed the cats? And I followed it, and sure enough, it turned out that's exactly what you did. That it was not a scam, that it was sheer dedication, pure from the heart, where you literally sold your car to raise money to feed feral cats, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a feeling. It's a horrible feeling of not being able to do anything for them because all they do is what you gave them. If you give them love and care, that's what you're gonna get back. And I haven't even I never get scratched or hurt by anyone. By nature they kind of, but not they never attack me. And this little one, we were desperate. She was so bad, so I put her in the basement, and but I was broke. Because I was injured, it's workers' comp, and once workers' comp decide not to give you anything, that's it. You have to, it's a process. These lawyers and stuff, but at that very moment, we have no income at all, and she was suffering so much. I have videos that I posted next door, where she's like showing the how she's thanking me for just a little bit of food, and she was so injured and she was trying to be strong. I remember how she stood. That little one, in order to, we tried to help her, and some vets saw her and all that, but that what she needed, it was like it was out of us. We didn't have the money, so we found this other people that came and took her. So we just signed her off, and after a few months, we found out that she got adopted. She got saved. They saved her eye. She's beautiful now. She got a forever loving home. I mean, we have to give her up, but we're happy that she's taken care of. She's in great shape now.
Okay,
So like that, I think it's like 14, 16 cats that we found them a home. Most of them were injured. All of them get treated some way, either only neuter and the vaccine, but most of them was dental problems, worms, infections, a lot of stuff, a lot. So money was never enough. So that's why we next door is the only place where I found that people kind of gets really together,
right.
that they just don't talk, but they
Yeah.
do.
So how many people? So far, you've grown from your project has grown from 2 people to, it sounds like, a lot of volunteers. So how many people are now involved and are helping you with this project?
Nowadays, it's only five. It's me, my wife, Susan, Michelle, and Lisa. Every once in a while, everybody else kind of sends something to help. There's people that constantly sending something, but more involved that come that like going around looking for this, looking for that, looking for trying to find ways. Like we have this. Now we have the idea of opening some sort of store selling colors with the St. Francis medal and plus some stone, or that was Susan's idea, that was Lisa's idea, or Susan's idea, the sun catchers, same with the Saint Francis medal, which is the patron of the animals. uh, Cakes that my wife does, and knitting stuff that my wife to open a store online. We're trying to get this Gordon's project to help not just this colony, not just to keep on feeding this colony, but go over to other colonies to help other animals, maybe dogs. Like I don't know if you heard about something about that an owner of a dog somewhere in the Bronx that was abusing, and President 42 got involved but did nothing. They were only making fun of the person that called. So we got there, he got Instagram got involved, and now 2 weeks ago we found out that they finally removed the dog of this person because all this noise that got done.
Well,
Unfortunately, President 42 has done nothing because they were ashamed because of their first reaction. Instead of investigating, they just went there, and that's not true. They took pictures with the dog, trying to put the person that it was denouncing that as a liar. So, but the truth came out at the end. It took months, maybe a year. They're saying, because I got involved up to a point where all got started. But we make some noise, even though we're just five of us. We're trying to make some noise. But
that's
really involved
wonderful.
is only five people: Susan, Lisa Chang, and Michelle Romano. That's the name of them. They're
Okay.
great people. They keep on sending me food for them, or come here, helping with the cages, help me to bring them to their appointments, trying to find the cheapest bed or the places where we can get make the most of the money that we have. Sometimes we don't have money, so
Oh,
but we there.
let's give
We
Angel a
have
chance
them.
to jump in there. Angel, I think you have some questions too.
Yeah. Listen, you're a saint yourself. You know what I mean? Listen to me. You're allergic to animals. You'll never think about rescue, but the heart that you cut. See, a rescue is like, okay, I'm gonna go save this animal or what, but it came from your heart. You know what I mean? People see a cat walking around, they don't bother with it. Yeah, the cat's walking around. Get out of here. No, you didn't. You went to the store with the pain that you have. You get the cat, the food, and then this cat. I'm gonna show the cat right here. I call him King Cat. Look at him, King
Gordo.
Gordon. Look at this guy.
Gordo.
You know, look at him right here again. And then he did not get the food for himself. He got it for other cats. So otherwise, he's saving other cats. When he saw the kittens in trouble, you say attack the raccoon. They're trying to eat the kittens, and he jumped in. It's like this is a movie. You know what I
Yes, in a way, it certainly
mean? This
is.
is a movie. You know, this is incredible. Is incredible. Now you started what, like a year ago or 2 years ago?
Somewhere in August last year, yes, somewhere there.
So not even a year ago,
Not even.
and you already accomplished so much because it comes from the heart. And the animals feel your energy, and that's why they come towards you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to get religious here. You know what I mean? But it's always like a signing. It's like they come to you. It's like a reason they came to you, and the reason it changed your life, because these animals wasn't part of your life, and they're part of your life and a lot more because the acceptance you bring them to you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what I say. I mean, my saying is what like serve to live. If you don't live to serve, what's the point? But and at that point, me being this kind of person that goes to church and all that, I was so depressed or somehow like because of the news that I have. Because I love my job, I love what I do. My work is construction, high rise, up and down, walking up and down, walking up. That I love my job. I really, really enjoy it, and I really, really want to get my life back. And at that point, I'm there standing with my cane in front of my project car, and I can do nothing. I was just looking at it. I was like, what can I do? Just wipe a windshield because I can't do nothing. I with a cane. I'm with a cane. I was like, I felt useless. I was like so down at that point. And then I saw him coming, asking like, making noise, going. It's like it wasn't even there. Like he came and looking for food at the garbage from the neighbor there because we didn't have anything. So that's like, oh my god, let
But
me
it's
do
like
something.
it's like you just said. You said, "What can I do?" And then Gordon showed up, like saying, "You could do a lot." You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Now let me
Exactly. He remind me like it doesn't matter how down, how bad you think you are, you're always useful for something, for somehow. Because it all started like that. So at the point we were doing me and my wife, but we got to a point where like we started seeing, our eyes got wide open, and we saw all these cats that were like just steps
Yeah,
away from us, and we weren't looking at them. It was like we were just looking at this and what I love, my job, and that's it. But at
I'm
this
telling
point,
you,
he opened my eyes wide open. I was like, oh my God, there's a lot of cats around here. We started going to some other lots. We set up winter shelters like a few blocks away. They got destroyed. They got humans for fun, destroy them. Whatever we did for them to eat, place, they just throw them away. We get confronted so many times. We got threatened so many times. But we kept on moving. And the desperation came when this little one got attacked, and we have no more money. We had it was we saw the amount that we will have to pay, and we didn't have it, and the love that we have now for them. What we were desperate, we were crying out of
now
desperation, like we
you
got to
said
do
like
something.
in my family, I have St. Jude. They're impossible. And they tell me you cannot buy it. They have to give it to you as a gift. Now with you, they gave you St. Francis.
Yeah,
They
that's
gave you.
Lisa's gift. My birthday gift from Lisa, and I love that.
So she gave
This
it to
is
you.
this was given. This is the Sacred Family, and the Sacred Heart.
Right, Sacred Heart.
So that it was a gift from my wife.
Now,
So now
but tell us
Saint
about St.
Francis came too.
Francis because I mean you were talking before about St. Francis. You're making St. Francis chains and stuff like that. But someone brought you St. Francis. What's the story about St. Francis?
This is Lisa. My name is Francisco, but I didn't know Saint Francis was Francisco. Francisco de Asís in Spanish. He was. I didn't even know he was the saint of the animals until you mentioned it. And I'm like, and she was like, we were talking in the kitchen, and she was like, it's weird, Saint Francisco and Saint Francis, and she's the saint of the animals, and it was so related. At a point, and I think we found a medal of Saint Francis, and I don't know, because what we did now when we released the cat, we put a collar on them with a stone, like different a healing stone and the Saint Francis medal, and we released them because that way people know that is somebody looking and caring for them, so they won't really dare on attacking them or take them
Right.
because they're feral or they're stray, whatever. Leave them alone. Don't attack them if they're there because when they people see them like that, they easily kick them. At a point on some of the lots, we found Frank, the neighbor from the other street that came along. Um, and he said he allows to put some winter shelter on his backyard, same with some other neighbors, and has cats and look after them now because we release them and they kind of stay close to, so we're there in his yard, so they kind of live there, and he agrees, like he's fine, he loves the idea. He told me, listen, Francisco, you got to go there because there's two dead cats across from the street where you live. I'm like, oh my God, what happened? So we went there. Yeah, we found two cats. So and he told me this happened every time the citizens to clean that lot, they found dead cats. Uh, they put some antifreeze, and so we went there along with another. I think he was his nephew or somebody. So we went there, even talked with the cane, and yes, we found some containers with antifreeze stuck around there. So we removed them. That's what we know. But until I'm just repeating what I was told and telling what I did and what I really found. So now we gotta keep an eye on them too, because there's a lot of people. Even Gordon, I remember, he started going out, so I allowed him to go out. He came back kick. I'm like, why? Why to do that to a cat? He just went out to walk around, have some fun, and come back home. It took a lot of time for him to regain trust in humans. Like I told you, every cat that we were able to find them a home, they don't attack. They learn tricks. They learn how to ask for the leader to be clean. They learn how to ask for the food. If the water is dirt, they have a way to communicate. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm amazed myself all that what I learned with them. Something that I used to ignore. I'm amazed. I mean, and I'm so thankful because they saved me. They gave me a reason, something to distract me, and
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy with what we were accomplished with this with the help, especially from these three ladies. That's why the group is called Gordon's Project Friends, because it's a project. It's something that we plan on doing it. We got we still, it's like we halfway there, but we hope we can accomplish and establish and go to other colonies and help them and
And these
control
cats,
the.
these
I'm sorry.
cats made you a cat whisperer.
Kind of, because once you learn how they all communicate different stuff, you're like, it sounds crazy, but it's even some sounds that you can make and they understand.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
So my whistle is something that they all know. They all know because when I feed them, I whistle. When I call them, I whistle. When I pet them, I whistle. The very same sound. So now, when they associate that sound with something positive, and they came, they stay close, they feel safe. I never, they got never ever been mistreated. But that's what I did. That's the chance, the opportunity that I had to do with that because due to my condition, I can't really go around doing much. It's these ladies or my wife that they got to do the hard work, and I got to have the fun with them.
No, no. If that, you. I'm sure that you need more volunteers. You need more people to help you because you're expanding. I mean, you're not keeping with the status quo. You're expanding, and you may be. People may say, Francisco, we need your help in our neighborhood. So if people want to join Gordon's project, how do they contact you?
Well, right now we're trying to open a Facebook page just for Gordon's project. We're trying to open up a store, online store with the colors, and we have the GoFundMe. Um, at a point, we plan on getting with people together. Maybe that's and show them because I mean I don't have the experience that, for example, Lisa has. She's the one that will like. I would love for her to go around explaining people her knowledge, sharing her knowledge with volunteers, what to do in their colonies, how to clean it, even how to grab them, how to pet them, what not to touch in a cat. So right now we only have the next door app. They can find us there or the GoFundMe that we can make publish to help. We plan to expand this, and because what we done here is great. The colony here is under control. All the cats are here, happy. You can see them enjoying playing on every yard of our neighbors. They're so happy. I'm so happy we were able to compact the colony to this place like this much, where I can just open my window and look at all my neighbors' yards, and I see them. So they're not in the danger houses, empty houses. They're not in the lots. We have some cats coming, so they can reach us from the next door if they want to get in contact with us to see what we done, how we done it. We can maybe explain it. If they want to copy, because I mean the winter it's a lot to be done. The winter shelter, the food, uh, um, how to grab them, how to pet them. Most importantly, they had to be a TNR. They had to.
Are they
Um,
microchipped? Are they
no, they
microchipped?
have to be trap, neuter, and release.
No, no, but no, but are they microchipped? Do they have a microchip?
Some, 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 because some places, for example, we go to the Human Society where there's such great, beautiful people, and they just get neuter and the vaccine. And when they're really, really babies, even they try to find them at home. That's when they put a microchip with all the information. But if they just going to be released on the where we catch them, they just get the nutrient and
The
the
collar.
ear and the vaccine. At a point, if we that's why we keep an eye on them because if we saw them with some sort of sickness or problem, we trap them again and we try to get them to the veterinary. But the Human Society is that's all they can do. For them to get adopted, if they're really young, well, that we got to bring them to a different veterinary, ask for that because all those expenses, sometimes we can't, sometimes we cannot, but we always try to find them a home. That's the
And you
goal.
have a GoFundMe, right? You have a GoFundMe operating right now, correct?
Yeah, that's been working for months, and that helps us a lot. Even if like what, like for $500, people have no idea how like when they give out of their heart, how much that lasts. I mean, they have no idea. It might seem like $5, $10, $1, but when it comes out of their heart, it lasts so much. We can accomplish so many things.
And what's the name of it? So in case people want to donate, where would they obviously
It's
people
an
know how to get to GoFundMe, but what's the
it's the
name of it?
Cartoons Project. The Cartoons Project. and it's on. We have all the info, the link. I think I sent that to you. And it's on Nextdoor. I'm gonna try to publish on my page, but unfortunately, people on Facebook is people that says a lot, but those basically nothing. So I mean, that's sadly just I mean so political now that they just think you just it's an whatever they see just to criticize and they give their opinion, but nothing gets done. That's why next door I'm rather on these apps where I can really be in touch with the people from around here.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's like the it has this warm thing that's caused things on that where you can really get to know your next door neighbor.
Yeah.
That's why I love this app because what we accomplish is thanks to this app. It's
No,
thanks to this
true.
app. I got to know you for
That's
time.
right.
I
That's
got
how
to
I
know
found you.
Angel for them. I'm sorry.
That's how I found you right there. As I said, going back to, well, I'll repeat what I said before that I was going through next door and then I saw a picture of a car that was for sale and you were saying you were selling your car to feed cats. And I went, wait, what? So then I went back, I read it and read it. And then I even read it the following day to make sure it wasn't some sort of scam. And I was stunned to find out that this was the real deal. And I mean, to reiterate what Angel says, there's very few people, Francisco, are doing what you're doing, but it is really God's work through you taking care of cats. And I mean, there are not enough words to express how wonderful a selfless selfless act this is. And I mean, I just find it remarkable. And you are such a shining light for not only animal lovers but people in the cat world. And somewhere in this universe, you will be amply rewarded. Not that that's why you do it, but it's good karma. So with that, Angel, we're sort of winding down. What do you got to say there, brother?
I got a lot of things in my mind to say, but I cannot say it'll be another hour. But listen, Francisco, I'm telling you, this is God sent. I still believe in that. I mean, you needed something desperate, and because of life the way it is, it's not fair. And King Gordon, Gordon came by your cat, and it changed everything good. Changed everything good for you, and brought all the cats and telling you, listen, we need help. And I didn't even think about what you said before. I came out with the statue of St. Francis, but your name is Francisco. You know what I mean? It's like one after another, boom, boom, boom. It's like a lot of meaning to this, a lot of meaning to this. You're in New York, there's poverty in New York. I mean, you got conversation, and this cat changed. Not only going to be changing your life. When they hear this video, they hear this, they're gonna say, this is incredible. It's not a regular rescue. Like, I had this incident and then this happened. Your incident is way different than any other.
Yep.
And listen, like she says, it's good karma, and a lot of good things gonna come out of this in the future. A lot of things not. But I'm see what I can do to help you out.
Exactly.
Okay?
I see a children's book in the future for that.
Oh,
I
good,
definitely.
good. Listen, I see him in Disney or what's another Hallmark?
Uh,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? I mean, my little kids love Hallmark. They're watching every time. So I mean, listen, if anybody hear this, you're the
my kids.
producer or writer,
Say hi.
Francisco is the best. This
Oh,
is
it's a lot of adventure. It's so many stuff, so many amazing stuff that we have lived with them. That like I mean, like as I said, it will be a great movie, and a lot of it is written on Nextdoor because out of respect, every day or every time I can, because I have so many people helping with this at that time through Nextdoor, because through the GoFundMe, I forgot to mention the GoFundMe, we try to send them something. If it's not a shirt or if they have a pet, a dog or a cat, we try. I mean, they donate or something. We try to send them something back. So every time I see somebody donate, I go around and listen. Can I send you something? If they say yes, I'll find a way to send them either a shirt or if they have a pet, a collar. If it's a cat or a dog, we have that. And yeah, just like you say, so a lot of stories that I have lived with them that I like. A lot of adventures, great adventures. They saved my life. Basically, they got me out of that hole of depression and put me to serving something else. Some friends, it's a coincidence. Yeah, it came to us thanks to Lisa because even though it's not name, I never considered. Like I told you, we are so allergic and we were so focused on on our work my whole life, and it never came. I
Another
never
thing
imagined myself in this spot.
before I leave, that's another thing is you are allergic.
Yes, yeah,
That's why you couldn't have animals. You were allergic, and now you have cats. So so everybody, please listen to this video and try to see the best you can to help out Francisco. And please, people, spade and neuter your cats. And do you know where you? Oh my God, spade and neuter your pets.
Your
I'm
pets.
thinking about cats. Spade and neuter your pets, and do you know
yeah,
where your pets are?
yeah.